Okay, hello? Just give me a minute, y'all. sorry for that. I had to give the. Sorry for that. I had to give the.
Hi. I've got an... Say that somebody turned on the internet.
Today, to defeat one-spot impossible high-interest credit card debt, it requires merely one.
Rahim's electronic parts. Don't expect the radios to work any better. The truth is, Rahim is trying to build a robot runner. He gets these crazy ideas in his head.
Come here for a specialty.
NMLS 696891.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal too, right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months. 1 0 for 90 days.
Maybe people are stronger now. Push what you said.
Offer ends August 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with a banana bonanza smoothie.
Hey, you there?
Hey, what's up, Spike?
Just FYI, if you need me, I'll be at the ferry station helping Morgan prep the barge.
Radio signal is stronger here.
Okay, Doc. Here comes your chunk of zombie guts.
Crane, come in, come in. Did you get the samples I asked for? Excellent, excellent. I was just telling Dr. Camden about
Hello, Mr. Crane. Glad to have you working with us.
If you're looking for an animation tool, to push your
interesting stuff what passes for blood in this creature. Photosensitive. Quite deadly if
Because
used
of
on a
their
weapon.
sexual orientation or the color
I
of their
digress.
skin. I don't want you here. You're not welcome. This is not a place for you. This is no longer a place for hate. It never was. We just turned a fucking blind eye to it.
Wait,
And
what?
I'm not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. Go find somewhere else on the internet to live. If you want
Fucking hell, Raheem, that was my job!
And division in our community.
Because you're more qualified to handle explosive than I
Don't belong.
am. You're just a goddamn tourist. Listen, we messed up.
I don't know for a minute if anybody else wants to.
Alright, what happened? Where are you?
We're on the overpass, and it's all going to shit.
Well said.
Listen, head to the train yard. Find a place to hide. I'm on my way.
To address my
Omar, behind you! Behind
shit
you!
past.
Raheem! Raheem!
I don't want to defend anything I've ever done.
Reckon.
So what
Reckon, do you
else
copy?
Anything. To
Yeah, I
defend is
copy.
nothing.
What is it?
To defend, and
I'm on my way to get Raheem.
Such a coward for
Raheem. He's here in the tower.
waiting this long.
No, he's not. He and Omar went to blow that nest, and now they're in trouble.
But
Say,
just
what?
used to
Fuck!
say just shitty, offensive things.
Look, I stole them from Rise.
Jesus, Christ.
I'm close. I'll get him to safety, Brecken.
That I've corrected honestly years ago.
You save him so I can kick his fucking ass.
With the progress I've seen in myself,
No, she doesn't.
Each year that goes by, I look back with more disgust
Not only her
at
getting herself killed too. God damn
the
it.
shitty edgelords. Yes, and I'm certainly not that person anymore. And a huge part of that is owed to me for just like giving me her perspective, and I'm honestly, I don't deserve to call her my friend, and I'm so thankful that I still can. It's hard to, it's just so hard to say, and I completely regret.
This is not good.
Who I used to be, and it honestly just sounds so empty saying those words. Like, I feel like I hear that all the time, to be honest with you. People saying that they're not who they used to be. But obviously I'm only at the beginning of all of this. I need to realize that being a cast member is so much more than showing up to videos and then leaving. It's about setting an example internally and externally, and being held that all the community managers in the world, but no one will listen more to us. And I've just, like Jeff just touched on, just been ignoring it the whole time, and I'm just so sorry for that.
I mean, that's been...
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on the internet in some capacity for almost 20 years now, and like Jeff said, yeah, the whole idea of don't feed the trolls, like I steeled myself off to that, and I've built walls, and I mean, in the early days of Rooster Teeth, I caught a lot of shit, and I just kind of, just to kind of push it away, and the idea of forcing someone to do that especially now. I mean, back then the internet was still a relatively small place, and now it's a part of our lives. And the idea of just telling something, oh, just ignore it. No, you shouldn't have to ignore it. Yeah. And I know. I mean, I fucked up. Like I should have been there. I should have. I failed people, and I
Rahim, where the hell are you?
Said things that were horribly offensive.
Reckon it's me.
And
I found Omar's body on the overpass, but no trace of Rahim.
Shit.
All we can do is try to learn from our mistakes.
Told him to hide in the train yard.
Be a better person.
Find him. Hear me? That little bastard better be alive.
And change the planet for a better, for the future. Because I don't know how long this planet is going to be around, but I want to make it a good one.
Thank you for sharing that, Jack. And I realize, you know, we have so far to go, and the audience is very rightly going to say, well, now what? You know, what are you doing 2 weeks from now? Like Fiona said, what are we going to be doing a month from now? What are we going to be doing 2 months from now? And I wish I had a magic bullet and easy answers, but I can only tell you that we are going to be better. I'm going to be a better person.
Keep coming, you mother!
We as a culture will no longer tolerate this kind of thing. We'll no longer. It's unacceptable. The world is a different place than it was when we created this company, and it's something that got behind that. I saw a video last night. A wonderful woman named Lauren Brooks. It was painful. Fiona actually linked it, and I saw it through her. And man, she said as a person in the LGBT community. And the thing that she said that stuck with me the most was when she looks at Rooster Teeth, she doesn't see herself reflected back. And I can look at this room right now, and there's fucking, well, I can't see you all right now, but I think you're 4 white guys and a Fiona. And I never understood that before. And I think that's the kind of thing that, as a white man, certainly at my age, I have a blindness to, because I don't know what it's like to feel a need to be represented, because I've never not been represented. And it broke my heart to hear her say those things last night. And
okay, I'm back on the surface.
See that big ass culvert over to your right?
Just you. Building crap.
You get into the building.
Base 44.
And up the ramp and get up to the floor above. You need to put the bomb on one of the big support columns.
Leads to more thoughts. Layer by layer, taking shape. When you need your tools, bring it in. They just click. Okay, take it up a notch. Create something stop the counts. So get it big or small. Next idea.
Okay, first one set.
Of course it does. Keep building. Ask yourself.
I can say that I am going to try to amplify the voices of people of color and try to make the company that I'm a part of as diverse as the community that supports us, because we are a diverse community. And I've been trying to make a lot of changes in my life, even before this. If you don't mind, I'd like to share a little story. I hope it doesn't ring hollow. There was this pandemic kind of fucked things up for me. Early February, I went on a weekend trip to New Orleans with my girlfriend and her parents to get to kind of know them better. And her dad is really into tours and walking tours. And scheduled it. I wish I could have scheduled from a company called All About Dat Tours.
All right, got it.
And it was a Black Heritage tour. And it started in Congo Square. showed up,
Candy.
and we were like the only four white people was African Americans. And the woman who ran the tour, her name is Michaela Iverson. She's a phenomenal lady. She's a soul and gospel singer and a tour guide. She pulled us aside and she said, I'm gonna do this now because this is really uncomfortable and it's gonna feel like you're getting beat up. And I'm just being honest with you because this is a real tour and we're telling the truth. And we're not gonna whitewash it. And we were like, of course, absolutely, I want to understand. And
I can always
first off,
download.
those people on that tour were so sweet and welcoming to us. And they were the kindest people. And that woman was the first woman. And she took us on this 3-hour tour.
Raheem! Good work, man!
Other tour.
Hey, good work, kid!
She was listening to them.
Hey, do you copy?
Oh, how African Americans would all come down, or Africans would come down on Sundays and play music and have a street fair and sell wares to each other, and it was the day that the slave owners gave them off to be themselves and have their own lives, and then she told us the truth, and that people went to Congo Square on Sundays to get food because I didn't know this. There's a lot I don't know about my own past, my own history, this country's history. I didn't know that on Sundays slaves didn't work, so they didn't get fed. And they were going down to Congo Square to try to share food with each other and to make sure that other slaves were getting nourishment. And they played music there because it was the only place they wouldn't be beaten or killed for playing it. And I learned so much walking through Treme with those people, and at the end they took me to a black-owned bookstore and they gave me a free lunch. And they made me a part of their community, and I realized how little I know about inequality and racism and the dark evil
Raheem!
has to be all.
Hey, it's me, kid! I did it!
And I was I made it a point that day to educate myself
Bracken.
and to be a better person.
Raheem.
And then the pandemic hit, and I got so fucking sidetracked with everything else in the world. That's not acceptable.
Don't say a word to Jade. Not yet.
Oh yeah, probably.
And I'm reminded today, I'm sitting at my desk, and right behind me are, you can't see it all, and I'm not going to move my computer to show it, but it's 4 pictures of 4 inspirational authors that mean a lot to me. And this is where...
Yeah,
this
there's
is where
Tesco's or there's Co-op.
This is where
down
prejudice...
There. Or there's a shop directly under.
The subtle ways
oh yeah,
that
Tesco's.
inequality exists. I'm starting to understand, and the Mika is hopefully understanding. And we started a dialogue yesterday that I thought was so insightful, and Fiona, I'd love to have more of a dialogue with you, because I want to understand more. I have 4 authors hanging on my picture, or on my wall here, that are emblematic of who I feel like inside. You know, I'm an existentialist like Jean-Paul Sartre. I'm a fucking brutal alcoholic like Tchaikovsky. I think I can understand and speak to kids and people at an age like 30. And I think that I have this picture of Ernest Hemingway holding a shotgun that he used to kill himself because I want to win the opportunities and not to allow myself to become one. And every one of them is a white man. There's women hanging there. I have a picture of Shirley Jackson over there. I have one of Joan Didion in my hall. I love black authors. I love Martin Jones. I've been really given a Percival Everett lately. There are phenomenal inspirational authors like Ralph Ellison, who I'm only learning about now at this age, and I don't have them up there not out of hatred, because out of ignorance, because this is the way inequality slowly creeps through the world and into our lives. I didn't read those authors. They weren't presented to me. I had no access to them without seeking them out, and not knowing they existed. I didn't. They were largely invisible to me. And in little ways like that, I am ignorant. And also, a lot of big ways. I'm a giant failure of a human being in a lot of ways, but I'm starting to see that permeate, how it permeates through my life, and how I'm ignorant of black culture because I was never exposed to it, and I thought I was. I grew up in Alabama, in a town that was almost as black as white, or maybe even a little bit more, but...
You say you'll never join the Navy. Never track storms in the Atlantic, or skydive as part of your commute! Joining the Navy sounds crazy. Saying never actually is. Learn why at Navy.com. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Living around black people and other people of color.
Let me catch my breath now.
Isn't understanding. And thinking that I'm not racist is enough. It's not. I've been speaking to so much of our country's past and to the people that I care about, and I've got a long way to go. I've got a lot of learning to do about a very dark and painful past, so that I can learn to be better, and so that I can see the blind spots that I have in my life, so that I can understand why I have and try to improve, and try to encourage others to improve, and to learn, and to be better. There's a quote that when I need help, I go to literature. You know, it's my security blanket, but it's also my education. Because I didn't get much of one in Alabama, and I wasn't looking for it at the time anyway, even if I wanted it. And Ralph Ellison said something in The Invisible Man. It's not the full quote, but it's the meat of it. He said, I'm an invisible man. No, I'm not supposed to that and I'm on my way to a Hollywood movie. I felt fiber and liquid. And I might even be said to possess a mind. I didn't understand. Only because people were doing this. I don't want to refuse to see people anymore. I see you.
Just like you said, you are represented everywhere, and I'm happy you're.
Can't hear anybody. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Either way, I think. Can you still hear me? Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you. I guess I didn't realize I couldn't hear you even when I was given the speech.
Diving into hell.
We weren't talking. I think you made a really good point of mentioning that you are represented. You are. You see white people everywhere. People. You can see someone and be like, yes, I relate to this person. And it hurts to see when, and I watched Lauren Brooks. I watched her video yesterday, and it's exactly what I'm talking about. Where it's like, if you have these black fans who look up to you guys and who love our content, I mean, they watch us. God, I hear myself twice.
I fixed it.
Oh, okay, thank you. They look up to us, they watch our content, they love our content, they sometimes dream to be in that type of content. And unfortunately, if we just keep on putting white men on there, or white women too, they can't see themselves in there because there's no one there that looks like them, that feels like them, that understands their struggles, and it's so important to have that, because how else are they supposed to
does anyone mind if I call in a resupply?
Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the right words, but just how are they supposed to relate to the content if they can't see themselves in there? And how are they supposed to feel like we care for them if they can't see us, see them in there? And I think it's so important, and I think it's something that we need to work on. Because maybe instead of putting out that content because 5 white men, why don't we figure out a way to add some diversity? It doesn't hurt you, it doesn't hurt anyone, because we make so much content that everyone will be able to be in it. Where it's like,
oh shit.
It just sucks. It sucks, like, you know, I'm making videos with Lindsay, and I know those aren't gonna do a lot of numbers, and unfortunately we're gonna have to stop making that video. Like, we started doing Sims 4, and we were told it wasn't getting enough views. And the one thing with that is we have to normalize it. We have to normalize, yes, there's women on screen, there's black people on screen, there's other people on screen. We can't be foreign. They should not be reacting so much because there's someone different. They shouldn't see me and they shouldn't see Jeff and be like, wow, they're so completely different. We're not. We're you know, We're in the same group. We have the same goals. And they shouldn't see me and be like, I don't like this person because she looks this way, and see you and be like, oh yeah, I feel more comfortable with you and not with her. And I think that's an issue we need to fix. And I'll tell you something, Jeff, and you're probably gonna get so annoyed by me. Thank you. But I will bombard you with black creators. I have so many in my head right now. There are people who are making amazing content online, and they are all colored, and they are all different. And because they're different, they make amazing. They have such a different perspective of life than you do, than Gavin does, than Jack does, than Jeremy does. They have a completely different perspective on things, and it makes content 10 times better. It makes it so much better. Having black people are so I can't think of it. They love so much. They will dedicate. If they love something, they will go after it. They will support you. They will always be there. They will have your back. And people who would have our back be sad because we don't have theirs is upsetting. And it pisses me off. And I'll tell you something, I will not be silent about it. I have never been silent. I'll be even more annoying. But I just need us to know that the more diverse we make our content, the better, the more positivity we will have. And I am so excited. I am so excited to see the future of Rooster Teeth with the plans we are making, the shows we are creating, and being able to see the faults that we have makes me so excited for the future, because I know it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing, because now we have our eyes open. And I think that is the most important thing to take from all of this. And we shouldn't feel bad about ourselves.
Really enjoy it.
And we should listen. We shouldn't keep on talking. We should listen to them.
Go in and destroy everything.
Be on social
it makes me really happy.
We should be reading the comments. We should be understanding how everyone feels. And really making content for everyone. We should just be making content for everyone. Every single person, you guys watching, every single person needs to feel like they are being seen. And I will not stand for it that they're not being seen.
Usually
I just won't anymore, and I am
like to tell me what to do,
and
which
I
helps
will make sure
I'm not very good at being the one in charge.
I'm gonna be, maybe I'm not in a position yet, but one day I will be, and I'm going to make it happen. And I think we all have to have that mentality at the end of the day.
Thank you.
One of my favorite Fionas is Raging Fiona.
It's very good, isn't it? If you ever want to
I'm
play,
excited to see you kick some
just
ass.
let me know.
And I'll just go ahead and make a blanket statement
Anniversary.
What was that, Jack?
So,
I was gonna say I'm making a blanket statement right now. If you believe that
Yeah,
one race is
I'm gonna
better
be
than
playing
another,
until
or you
midnight.
look at the protests going on right now, the Black Lives Matter movement, and you think that's wrong, you can just go ahead and fuck right off. We don't need you. We don't want you, and that's bullshit. Like, educate yourself. Look at what's going on this planet, and yeah, we don't need you. So we want to surround ourselves with positivity and love, and the idea that anyone's better than someone else because of the color of their skin or quality of character. Fuck that. No, you. So yeah, it pisses me off. Feels like, oh well, there's some good people. It's like, fuck you. No, there's no good people on that side. It just pisses me off.
I'll say Fiona. I obviously agree with
Part
Jack.
B.
But I think that one of the things that is the hardest for me to reconcile here is that the picture you just painted.
Past year has been a bit rubbish with streaming, honestly. Had a lot of shit going on, mainly health issues, but kind of on top of them.
And I don't think
Managed it better now, so
a lot of
thought I'd
racists don't know they're racist.
do a nice log. Fuck
They think
me,
what they're doing
man.
isn't racist, but in fact, the way their
Still
minds are
sorry.
being
Yeah,
taught,
I
the way
just
their minds are thinking is racist. They see it's
Anniversary
prejudice.
and make a day
At
of
the end
it.
of the day, Jeff,
So I've got
whatever
some
has
stuff
happened
that's
has
very good to play
happened.
later
We have
with
to own up to
people
the
and,
mistakes, and we need to just make
it's
a
gonna
different.
be-
We just need to
it's gonna be
change.
fun.
And I am.
Hopefully a bit of
I
RV
am
there
just
yet
so
as well,
happy
because I fucking love
that
that game.
we can have this conversation
Time
because
wasting
we
game.
can change now. We can get to a point where there will be change. And I am incredibly happy.
This is Martin.
Because if we didn't have this conversation, if BLM wasn't happening, we would not be having this conversation. We might be having it maybe in a couple years, maybe if something else popped up, maybe if I left because I was having enough of it, we would have had this conversation again. But we need to understand
Nice.
that at this point, there's
So what other
nothing we
games
can
do you play?
to fix what, not fix, but there's nothing we can do in the past. You have owned up to your mistakes, Jeff, and I believe in you. I see you as I look up to you. I see you as an amazing person, an amazing creator, and I think we can do something amazing, and we can be the change that we want to be, and we will be the future. And it'll happen. It'll take some time, but it'll happen. I swear to God. If I'm here, it's gonna happen. Like I don't care. Like it's happening.
We'll drop Mr.
So that's all I have to say about that.
I'm so glad you're in. I'm so glad you're in. And I'm so glad
Millie's gonna be the same way too. I see it. I love her to bits. Seriously, Millie's gonna be the same way.
Fucking game.
I've got a feeling that Rooster Teeth's going to become a lot more diverse, or it's going to be Fiona standing on a pile of dead bodies.
I'm
kind of one or the other.
Something. So whether it's that or that, I'm doing something.
And that's why we love you, Fiona. And we're better because you're here.
And I want to point out, through all of these things, which, like,
Jeremy's muted.
I'm Jeremy talk, and can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yeah, I can hear
okay. Well, and there's, I mean, a lot of people will say that they want to hear, like, they want to be here and all that. Powerful things happening there, but what I was doing that whole time too is also extremely important for everyone right now, and I was listening. There's a lot of time for self-reflection, and there's a lot of time for changing. And I mean changing, not promising change, because making promises is really
Good to
easy.
see you again,
Keeping them is
Mr.
really hard.
What's his name?
For a lot of people.
Crane, like the mine.
And so
Look, I get it. You need both.
Actually taking the time now to hear all the perspectives that I've never had a chance to hear before. It really changes the way I think about certain things, the way I looked at certain things growing up. You know, I was fortunate to not grow up in a place like Jeff did.
Please don't judge me when I say this. I've
where
never,
I grew
ever
up, just
played not once. I used to watch my brother play them when we were kids, and I loved it, but I've never played one myself.
But even then, I still heard jokes, and I would always hear jokes about races and different things that would skirt on people.
You play Call of Duty with your wife?
Really
Oh, see, I
offensive, or
love
even
that.
just
Couples
were
that
really
game
offensive.
together, stay together, man.
And it never occurred to me until so
I
much later
wholeheartedly
in life
believe that.
how offensive what you think
Yeah,
a
the
joke
Halo
might
remake
be
is really good.
is to someone, and the amount of damage that that can do. Even if you're just repeating something you heard on a show, you heard some joke that was offensive and you find that makes funny really hurts me. And I, like Gavin said, I used to love trying to be that edgy
I used to love
person,
Halo
try to
back
be that
in the
person
day.
that made jokes that
Really
were
enjoyed those
too,
games,
you
but
know,
I always got my ass
were
handed to
almost
me.
too far, or
Always.
definitely were too far. Not just, you know, I'm not saying
Oh,
necessarily
really?
against people of color, but of, you know,
Fuck off, man.
all types of people, regardless of the situation, and just didn't realize how damaging that can be, and that's something that
Helldive was very
like
overwhelming.
Fiona said, I was always around people when I worked
I mean,
I saw.
I've not been playing this long, maybe a month. I play it most nights with a friend of mine.
The thing is, when I turned off the internet,
Yeah,
when I
I've slowly got
closed
better.
the
I'm
comment
still really
section
shit with
and just went out
calling in my
for a
stratagems
walk
and stuff.
and just went to the store or something.
Really slow. Got like geriatric fingers at this point. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely.
You know, they opened my eyes to show me that for them it doesn't, and that's what this movement is working towards, and that's the change that needs to happen and should have happened a very, very long time ago. And a lot of comments were saying now, and even Fiona said it. She said you can find me not funny or anything like that. That's not the problem here. A lot of commenters, though, that have a problem with who someone like Fiona is, like to disguise it as just saying, oh, well, I don't find her funny. But that is, and they're not realizing, or not,
That's what I
more
heard.
importantly, they're not accepting that the reason behind that is that they do feel that prejudice, that they don't understand. And, you know, until they are willing
Do you stream at all?
to do what I've been doing at the beginning
Or
of
are
this
you just
podcast, until they're willing to sit
A
and
lover
listen
of games.
to what people have to endure on a daily basis, they're never going to understand, and they're never going to be able to change that about themselves. So honestly, right now in these times, there's a lot of things you can do, but one of the most important things you can do is listen to the people that need to be heard. And that is one of the biggest steps forward we're going to be able to make, or at least that's the start of it.
You do stream.
I mean,
Ooh.
You see it.
You follow.
See it. It's very. You see it so much. Where I mean, I like to compare myself to Gavin because I feel like we have similar humor and similar play styles. And you know, we're fucking idiots. And it just it just shows that, you know, sometimes when Gavin does it, it's funny, but when I do it, it's not that funny, and it's like, wow.
Oh, thank you, dear.
We're the fucking same person. What the hell? What's different about me? And I know it's different. I know it's different.
Oh, follow a goal met. Thank you.
And because I was born this way, so I see it. And even if you want to say, if you want to find any excuse of it, I see it. I also,
I'm just eating chicken nuggets.
also in terms of just being a female, I have to look presentable because the amount of comments on my appearance is disgusting, and it really is disgusting. The amount of Let's Rolls I've been where people were like, "She's sick. Like, why did they let her on camera like that? Fuck that. Why do I have to look okay, and why does Jack have to look crazy? Do you remember?
Damn.
That was it.
Damn.
Love you,
But
Fiona.
For real.
Could have cut to Gavin with
Do
his
you
monster boot.
remember? Well, Gavin looks insane too. I don't know what's going on.
Could have gone with homeless. Jack looks homeless.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are great. You guys are all beautiful, but sometimes, like, let's be real here. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much just to say, you guys should not disguise, or you guys should just stop being racist and stop being sexist and stop disguising it as criticism or an opinion. Because there's no, we see it. We can see it plain and clear. We can see, oh, there's, Fiona lost her footage. Oh, what a dumbass. She doesn't know how to work a fucking computer. What a bitch. Oh, she sucks. I can't believe H hired her. And then Gavin loses footage. Oh, Gabby lost his footage? Oh, that's so sad. Oh, I hope everything's okay. I hope his computer's okay. Do you see the issue there? I see it. And it's, I know the reason why that is. And I'm over it, and I'm not gonna stop calling it out because it's real and it's there and it needs to be stopped. And if I see it, I'm going to report it, and if I have the ability, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to tell you right underneath to fuck off because I can't stand it. Because you are disguising your sexist views and your racist views by saying some stupid comment like that. You see it. So stop making excuses and just own up to it and leave. Because we don't want you here. Leave or change. Actually, you know, I don't want to be 100% negative here. Why don't you change? Why don't you understand what issues you're having? Why don't you understand what you're dealing with in your brain? And really take a step to change. Why don't you listen? Listen to the voices that need to be heard. And understand why you think that way, or why you're coming off that way. I think it's super important to also take care of your mental health. You know, some people find the internet to be an escape. The internet is an escape to a degree. The internet is the world right now. This is how we work. This is how we make money. This is how Twitter is my #1 news provider. I'm not going on fucking CNN. I'm not going on Fox. I'm looking on Twitter for this, and I know millions upon millions of people are doing the same. The internet is an escape to a degree, and you have your freedom of speech. That's another thing. That's another thing I can't say. I have the right to freedom of speech. Like, don't be a fucking asshole. And us deleting your comment isn't a violation of your freedom to speak. This is a private platform. You can opt in or opt out. Go on your own Twitter with your 0 followers and your 0 followers. Type to avoid. You can do that. No one's gonna fucking touch you there. Just fucking do that. Get a diary.
You have every right. You have every right to step in your front porch and yell into the street if you want, but you don't have to do it on our fucking site.
No, not on our site. Don't fucking do it. I don't care. I don't want it.
I see a lot of people in chat right now pointing out that it's not enough to just be not racist. You need to be anti-racist at this point. We need to be trapped. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you can't just say, well, I don't believe it. It's like, no, you have to be against that.
You have to. 100%. No more of that. It's over. It's done. We can't have that shit right now.
Run the Jewels release their album.
Maybe any funny jokes or.
all been dealing with this in our own ways. I mean, I've had conversations with people, outside of work, and this sucks. I'll be honest. Like this whole situation, everything. Like 2020 has been a fuck of a year, and I mean, it sucks that it took this to.
Gates. I love Gates.
Let nothing stand in the way of liberty. Calling down a sentry.
Still staying up late gaming solo? With Hacko AI, get the ultimate companion for your playtime.
I noticed that the enemy jungle Rammus.
Confidence up!
That's it, Meg. Set yourself on fire.
Hey everyone. Good Lord. Welcome to the noisiest, most dangerous podcast to date.
I don't know if you can tell. 5 minutes ago, the fucking sky's open and it's raining.
I ran across the street to get a Red Bull. I was outside maybe 4 seconds. Look at stay at me.
Gavin's very wet.
I can barely hear you, Bernie.
I can barely hear Gavin. It's so loud in here. It's crazy how loud.
We're gonna try to suffer through it. I think it's only gonna rain like this for another 5 minutes or so.
Should we just wait?
Rather than delay the podcast.
Okay.
Fuck it. We're gonna do it live.
Right.
So here we are this week.
Let's catalog this moment in history.
We're gonna miss this once we move to the new space and everything's perfect.
Yeah.
If we survive.
Bernie pointed out that the ceiling of this place behind me is actually starting to cave in.
Bernie's been staring at the ceiling for like 10 minutes.
Can we get
just dead silent, just waiting.
Can we get a camera on the ceiling?
Look at him.
He's like a skid
He's
head.
freaking out.
It's horrible.
Somebody opened the door and like the air conditioner's going through.
Right, Gavin. There's little bits of the ceiling coming down.
And knocked over a napkin. He's like, "Where's that wind coming from? We'll pull that over. What's happening?"
So, as you may remember, a couple weeks ago, we did have a pretty bad storm with thunder snow, right?
Yeah.
And we lost power, and we had to end the podcast prematurely that night. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again tonight, but if we suddenly disappear,
Hey, who's on this podcast?
pray for us. Okay, so this week we've got Gus,
Gavin, Michael,
Bernie,
and Double Gus. I'm Double Gus. The other one was normal Gus. So,
Three?
No, 2. Gus and Double Gus.
Was like double Gus, 2 Gus's though?
It's the Gus Prime.
Oh, okay. Gus X.
For prosperity.
I think we're all a little unnerved by the rain at the moment.
Is it worth dying for this podcast?
Absolutely. It's absolutely worth dying on this podcast. So this past weekend, I made a personal discovery.
You look so scared.
I'm totally fine. I really can't hear
I'm
anything
actually
you
upset
say.
by one thing really quickly. Is that I was gonna wear, I got the guys from Catbug, or from
Hello,
Couch
baby.
Hangover,
You're
sent us a
good,
bunch of
alright?
Catbug shirts, and I had my Catbug shirt on to
Take
wear.
a break.
And
I'm glad that
Kara
you're-
wore hers, and so we were all tweeting about the Catbug shirt. And
Oh, lush.
so
I will
yeah,
have
Kara's
a
wearing a
little bit
Catbug
about
shirt,
this
so I felt like I
household.
couldn't wear my Catbug
Oh,
shirt.
super
So who gave her
rough.
the Catbug shirt though?
I did.
Okay.
And she fucking stabbed me in the
How do
back.
you feel
After the
knowing-
podcast, you give it to a man?
How do you feel knowing that you and Kara
okay, let me
own
know
the
when
same
you,
shirt?
What's that?
How do you feel now knowing that you and Kara have the same thing in your wardrobe? Potentially, you could come to work one day and be like, "Oh, Kara's wearing the same
The
thing."
same bra.
That happens. Some kids mixed up. You know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't sweat it. Did you take a Catbug shirt?
I mean,
They
I
sent us a
don't
ton of them.
I did.
Yeah, good.
So I made sure to take it.
There's a really cool thing coming up there, but I don't know if I can talk about it yet. So talk about it later. Hey, Gallo, how you doing? So what was the personal discovery you made this week?
So I know I'm terrible at sports. I know I suck. Yeah, we know that too. Yeah, I'm terrible. So there's a place up north in Austin called Topgolf, where you go and you can like drink, and it's just a driving range. There's like a whole bunch of different bays. It's like a 3-story building with a bunch of bays. You just go and you just hit golf balls.
I had dinner with Lindsay's family because her wedding showers this weekend. And her dad was telling me about the exact same thing. He golfs all the time.
Yeah.
I don't golf for shit because I suck.
So I thought, how hard can it be? Right? You put the fucking ball down, you get a club, you swing, you hit it.
Yep.
It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. For me to get the ball and hit it, and so it would go in the direction I wanted, it was like, that's fucking amazing. Oh, that's what it looks like. It's just like a whole bunch of bays.
Driving range.
Right.
Do they put like trucks and stuff for you to hit? Or
There's like a bunch of holes out of the field.
like actual fun
But
stuff?
it keeps track of you. I don't know how it does it, because there's RFID in the ball, but you hit it, and then it knows what hole your ball went to and where it is on the field, and you get points based on how close you are.
Yeah, there's sensors in the ball.
Yeah, and it made me feel like a total piece of shit. So it was like, I would swing as hard as I could, and the ball would be like 5 yards. What? One time I hit it and it went sideways. Like I almost hit the person in the bay next to me.
Dude, I've had the T, because on the one I went to in the UK, you could press the button, the T would raise and lower, there's like 4 different levels. And if you use a driver and put it on the highest T level, you just go straight under. So I was like, hit them, and it went up in the air and got stuck in a light. There was like a mesh over the light, and it just went. I was like, oh my god. And that same day I killed a rabbit. Driver edge. Hit a rabbit in the head.
Midnight my time.
How do you feel about that?
I felt bad at the time because it wasn't a clean kill.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, it sounds clean. You killed it with one golf ball. That's pretty clean.
There was some flailing.
7 hours.
That happens. You could have been dead by then, though. Honestly.
Yeah, it's true. Could have disconnected.
I'm upset you didn't cook him up. At least, like, cook your kill. A rabbit, not vermin.
Is it not?
A rabbit? A rabbit? No. You're from Europe. Don't think you've been rabbit.
I want to learn how to like properly eat wildlife.
You're half Italian, for God's sake.
Murdered rabbit.
Italians eat rabbit.
I thought the French eat rabbits.
French eat frogs too. That's the big thing about them. That's different than everybody else. They do. They eat frogs.
But that's what you say about the French.
I'm pretty sure Italian. There's a lot of rabbit in Italian cuisine. I think.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever eaten rabbit.
Well, you've killed. You know what's always confused me about Italian cuisine? Stop killing an animal. So Marco Polo went to China and discovered one of the big things he brought back to the old world. I mean, it's weird to say you go to China and go back to the old world, but one of the things he brought back was noodles. That was one of the big discoveries there. And it wasn't until Christopher Columbus discovered America, or explored America, that we got tomatoes and potatoes. Both tomatoes and potatoes are indigenous to North America, or to the Americas. So what the hell was the Italian cuisine like before they had either noodles or tomatoes?
Probably olives in that.
What, just like what?
Olives? Olives.
Just olives and cream?
And red
Is that
wine and bread. That's it. Grapes, wine, and all that. I said wine already, didn't I?
And shitty pizza.
So I guess.
But no tomato. I guess it would be cream.
When did Marco Polo do that?
Are you taking the
That's a
piss?
good question. I was just trying to think of that as I was saying it.
How did that bounce Ned there?
I probably invented it.
Me, you.
Why is that a game? Was Marco Polo like ever lost
Is that
at
what you
sea?
play in
I
a
don't
swimming
know.
pool?
Yeah, and then you had your one person shuts their eyes and then they cheat. They always
Different
look.
to water polo.
Yes, very different. Do you guys have the fish out of water rule?
The what?
Did you play that fish out of water?
Yes. When you catch someone
Yeah,
who's out
you-
of the pool?
Yeah.
If you yell fish out of the water when someone's out of the water, they're automatically out.
Why would they get out of the water?
So you can't find them. You
right,
can't get tagged if you're not in the pool.
Marco Polo was in the late 1200s.
Okay, the late 1200s. So then the question is, what did Romans eat?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I guess that would be like what it would be like the Roman diet.
Olives,
grapes, wine,
and
wine?
twice.
Double wine?
Double wine.
So one of the cool things, I sent a picture of it to Patrick, and hopefully he gets it in time where he can put it up. But you're talking about the golfing range. One of the coolest things ever is this is a batting range that's in Las Vegas, and they have like the Green Monster from Fenway up there. So you go.
Is it like the appropriate distance?
Yeah, and size and everything. So you can just go out there and try to crank homers on all the different walls from the different stadiums, basically.
That's
like,
cool.
All the iconic stuff.
That's
like
awesome.
Usually on batting cage, you're like in a net. But this is a place that I always want to go to, and I haven't found anybody who'll go with me.
RT Life.
I'll go for RT Life. And you just go, it's like a batting range where they fire the balls at you, and you just crank them as far
How
as you
far
can.
does it fire the balls?
I mean, 85.
Oh, that would
I
be
think it's as fast as 85.
It'd
Slow as like 65.
It'd be awesome if you could select different pitchers, or like their top speeds. Like I want the Nolan Ryan and get like something over 100
Never
miles
hit
an
that.
hour.
You never would.
Come on, I was very successful hitting a golf ball, a stationary target. 100-mile-an-hour baseballs, like nothing.
I think that hitting, they try to rate like the different things in sports, like what are the hardest things to do in sports, and I think everyone pretty much agreed that hitting a major league fastball is probably the single hardest thing to do in sports.
Is it because you can't react in time?
It's phenomenally hard. You're hitting a round ball with a round bat, and it's moving at 85 miles an hour, and 85 to 95
Sweet spot. So, like on the bat and the ball is so the window of goodness.
Every time I watch a batter in the major leagues hit a baseball, I don't know how they do it at that level. Like I can hit it with my friends or something. But man, if someone's hitting a ball like 90 to 105 miles an hour,
They make like those quick judgments, like this is like second swing, they're gonna swing and stop. Like, what was it? Like in the what fraction of a second, we're like, no, not stop. And then they don't swing.
Because it's usually way
20 years of batting, right? Right. Like there's something that makes them think, no, like this is gonna be a bad one. See, the rain's getting better.
Yeah.
I'm feeling better about this podcast already.
I hear you.
Yeah, Michael's here. Yeah. Shit. Just like we can have a real podcast.
Yeah, 10 hardest things to do in sports. Hitting a baseball, driving a race car. What the fuck is that? I can do that any day of the week.
Bullshit.
Pole vaulting, hitting a long straight tee shot's number 4. Returning a serve.
What, tennis?
What the hell is
No, it's fucking
quad?
something else that doesn't have serves.
Or volleyball.
Dude,
right?
you tell me it's harder.
You're right.
Tennis, badminton.
Let me see on this list. What's harder to do?
Tolga, it's Crane.
To
I have your
return a
sonar unit.
serve for a professional tennis player. Make a fast serve. Or landing a quad in ice skating, figure ice skating.
I figure a quad, right? Like that's just like that's a new thing, right? They just
Just
invented
let
that
me
a few years
know
ago.
when you need it.
What's
Crane
that?
Quad
out.
toe loop requires skater balance, height, and rotation while skating on a metal blade a quarter of an inch wide. During a successful quad jump,
Yeah, no,
the
I'm the
skater
same.
will reach heights of
I am the
18
same.
inches above the ice and experience 300 pounds of centrifugal force, all while spinning 4 times in just
Look at
over
you, everything
0.5
I'm
seconds.
like,
Nobody can do that.
Yeah, it's when
do
they
I
jump.
do?
The skater jumps and spins 4 times before they land again.
So they're spinning almost once every 0.1 of a second.
Yeah. Did you
125.
Very good. Look at the fucking math on my
you
phone.
love your slow-mo photography. Do you love the stills from the Olympics of like the dive?
We gotta talk about this new game's evolutions, man. So Digimon Up, the brand new Digimon mobile game that came out this week, features partner Digimon across Digimon Adventure, Zero 2, and some from Tamers. So for many years it's been wondered what the evolution lines would be for the Zero 2 partners, as most of them do DNA Digivolution and 2 of them don't go past Ultimate. Well, Digimon Up has made some decisions for us. Historically, we've seen examples like Armadillomon to Ankylomon to Shakuamon and then Vikemon, the same mega as Joe. We've even seen this in the card game. Or we've had a pretty popular line in the card game and otherwise that has Wormmon going to Stingmon and then not DNA Digivolving, becoming Dual Beamon and then Bancho Stingmon, or even Stingmon becoming Dino Beamon and then Gran Kuagamon. Well, Digimon Up said hold my beer. The evolution lines here are more anime related. This is a very anime style mobile game. And we start off pretty simple. We have Vmon becoming X-Vmon, then DNA Digivolving to Paildramon, and then specifically just becoming Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode. But there's no option for a mode change in Up, because if we go over to Wormmon, it becomes Stingmon and then Dino Beamon, very cool, but not Gran Kuagamon, no, it gets Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode. Okay, sure. So we could do DNA Digivolution even though you don't actually do it in the cutscene, but we couldn't do mode change for the Megas? Alright. Hawkmon, much more simple, much more traditional. Aquilomon, then Sylphimon with Gatomon, and then Valkyriemon. We're so good, everything's great. What have they done with Armadillomon? Armadillomon becomes Ankylomon, then unfortunately a DNA Digivolves to Shakuamon, I'm just kidding. And then the Mega they've picked is Slash Angemon. I know people like Slash Angemon. I don't. Honestly, it's actually fine. I think Slash Angemon works very well here. I'm glad they didn't double up. There's no real lore precedent for it to become Clavis Angemon. Yeah, as far as Digimon Up is concerned, the Megas for the Digimon Adventure 02 partners are Imperial Dramon Fighting Mode, Dragon Mode, Valkyriemon, and Slash Angemon. Congratulations, Slash Angemon heads. But until I see a new Digimon Adventure 02 movie that actually shows these evolutions off, I'm not having it just yet. Clavis Angemon and Metatromon Troopers rise up. Which of these evolutions from Digimon Up is your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below, and are you enjoying the game? We gotta talk about this new game's evolutions, man. So Digimon Up, the brand new Digimon mobile game that came out this week,
Impossible. Overcoming high-interest credit card debt. It requires merely one thing. A SoFi.
Did you know the Omnitrix doesn't just transform Ben into aliens? It turns him into the absolute perfect version of every species. Most fans think Ben simply copies alien DNA, but the truth is way crazier than that. The Omnitrix actually creates the prime genetic specimen of each alien race. That means every transformation Ben uses is basically the superhero version of that species. And Ben 10 lore secretly proves this multiple times. Take Bullfrag from Omniverse, for example. Normal incursions are usually skinny and physically weak, but Bullfrag looks taller, stronger, and far more attractive than regular members of the species. In fact, writer Matt Wayne confirmed that the Omnitrix creates genetically optimized alien forms. That's exactly why Empress Atea became attracted to Bullfrag during the Frogs of War. But that's not the only example. Throughout the series, Ben keeps attracting powerful alien women from completely different species. Teeny was impressed by Four Arms. Princess Luma fell for Ben after fighting him. And many aliens treated his transformations as elite warriors rather than normal civilians. And here's the craziest part. Female Tetramans are naturally stronger than males. Yet Ben's Four Arms still managed to overpower Princess Luma during their battle in Catfight. Art director Derek J. Wyatt even explained it perfectly. The Omnitrix creates the superhero equivalent of that species. Meaning, if an alien transformed into a human using the Omnitrix, they probably wouldn't look average at all. They would basically become the Captain America version of a human. Did you know the Omnitrix doesn't just transform Ben into aliens? It turns him into the absolute perfect version of every species.
I mean, personally, I didn't eat them, but I knew loads of people that really, really enjoyed them.
Oh, you got $1 I can have?
Huh? Stop right there. Stop, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, resisting. I'm resisting. I'm resisting. Right? Do something.
Karens in supermarkets are a match made in hell. But what happens when these Karens overstep their boundaries and go up against the law?
When I put the items on the thing, I thought she scanned it, but when I looked at it, she put it in the receipt. She put the receipt on.
I knew Echo would pipe up there. Fiend for the
These
space.
are the times when supermarket Karens get humbled by cops. Starting off with the case of a woman who caused a ruckus inside another establishment after she stole a mobility scooter from Walmart.